Hello, and thank you for joining us in Far Above Rubies today. I'm so very glad that each of you are here. Today, as we are continuing our journey through our original series of understanding the enemy, in fact, we're so close to wrapping it up. We're talking about the thought, the enemy's time is limited. The enemy's time is limited. We're reading Revelations chapter 12, verse 12, and it says this, "Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who live in the heavens rejoice. But terror will come on the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you in great anger, knowing that he has little time." Knowing that he has little time. The devil is limited in power, the devil is limited in control, and the devil is also limited on time. The Lord has a plan, one that no one is privy to, not us and not the devil, for when he's coming back to his people. He already knows when Judgment Day and Armageddon are going to take place, and the devil's demise will happen exactly as the Lord sees fit. When God says, time's up, when he looks at the enemy and says, you are out of time, thanks for playing, that's all the time we have today, there's nothing that the enemy can do about it. He does not have the ability to extend his time, his reign of terror upon this earth. He cannot escape. He cannot create more time to work evil in the lives of men. He is limited in time. God has complete control. We've talked about this already this month, that God is in complete control. He is sovereign. The enemy is not in control of us, and he's not even in control of his own destiny, okay? The more we understand how limited the enemy really and truly is in this world, the less likely we are to be intimidated by him, the less likely we are to be deceived by his tactics, the less likely we are to fall prey to what he is trying to do in our lives. He cannot compete with God, and that's why God still sits on the throne. If Satan had his way, he would be sitting on the throne of heaven, and God would not. He is not capable of overthrowing God. He is not capable of doing anything outside of God's limiting reigns in his life. If he could, he would. If he could extend his time, if he could extend his future, he would do it, but he cannot. It is limited by God. We have to be aware of the enemy's devices. We have to be aware of his tactics, his strategies, and his limitations. His time is running out. And like a frantic wild animal, he will wreak havoc in any way that he can. He will fight in any way that he can. And so as we draw closer to the time of the Lord's return, as we draw closer and the spirit realm begins to sense that things are shifting and things are changing and that they will need to begin looking up, the enemy knows the scripture just like we do, probably better than some of us do. And he can see the signs of the Lord's return drawing closer and closer, and he will begin to lash out and try to wreak havoc in our lives as much as he can before the day of the Lord's return. Be aware of the enemy's devices. Be aware of the limitations on him. Be aware so that you are not easily fooled, so that you are not easily intimidated. He might try to be at work in your life, but just like we talked about last week, you have the ability to say, no, 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 not today. That's not what the scripture says. I know your end, and we're going to talk more about his end in the next couple of days. I know that you are limited. I know that you are not in control. I know that you can only go so far in my life as the Lord allows for you to go. And nothing can touch me that has not first passed through the permissions, the allowances of the Lord in my life. I am a child of God. You are limited, Satan. Your time is coming, Satan. You will not get to reign on this earth forever, Satan, because Jesus is about to come back, and I know that your end is near. This is a short devotional today, but I hope it encourages someone that the enemy's reign in this earth, the enemy's work in your life, his attacks on your life, are not infinite. They are not all powerful. They are absolutely limited. And at that time that God appoints, they will come to an end, just as He will come to an end. We'll talk about that more in the next couple of days. If no one's told you lately, you are loved and you are cherished and you are valuable. You have beautiful and tremendous worth, my sweet friend, and that worth is far above rubies. Trust me, you don't want to miss the next couple of days. Then we're going to be kicking off July 1st, our 5-year anniversary, and we're going to celebrate all month long in the month of July. We're going to be digging deep into the book of Proverbs like we've never dug deep into it before. Go invite your friends to join us here in this group, and I will see you all again tomorrow. God bless you.